Russia has once again warned foreign powers against intervening in Syria's internal unrest. It comes after Jordan reportedly asked the UK to take the lead in a war of words against President Assad in an effort to oust him from power. Moscow has expressed concern that the situation is falling too much in line with the Libyan scenario. RT's Ivor Bennett has more.
After its pivotal role in the overthrow of Muammar Gaddafi, Britain's become the new go-to guy when there's trouble in the Middle East. Prime Minister David Cameron's been hand-picked as team captain for another Libya-style control group aimed at forcing President Bashar al-Assad out. To begin with, it'll be a diplomatic offensive, but Russia fears it's an overreaction that could pave the way for a military intervention.
We suggest that in order to put the Arab initiative in place, all countries concerned with a peaceful outcome of developments in Syria should demand not only from the Syrian authorities, but also from the opposition that they stop their violence. The ongoing attacks on government buildings in Syria look like a civil war.
At the moment, there's no mention of military action from Britain. Their offensive is purely verbal for now. But that's exactly how the Libyan intervention began. And the timing is very similar too. The opposition in Syria is now militarised, making them much easier to support, and it adds more weight to any international threats.
The desire of the Western powers for regime change is clearly very, very strong, and we should learn the lessons of Libya, that thousands and thousands of civilians died after the NATO bombing began. A NATO bombing or any other intervention, any other military intervention in Syria will have even more serious consequences because of the regional setup, the whole question of Iran, the whole question of Israel.
The UK's apparently been handed its leading role by King Abdullah of Jordan, so far the only Arab leader to publicly call for Assad to quit. But the patience of Syria's other neighbours and crucial regional brokers is now wearing thin too. The Arab League suspended Syria's membership and given President Assad until Saturday to end the violence. With Britain already primed, this could be the last-ditch attempt at conventional diplomacy.
They're in a position now where they have to take some action. In effect, they've extended the deadline. The original deadline expired yesterday. Now they've given Syria another 3 days. So perhaps they're trying to offer Assad as much room as possible in order to give him every opportunity. But having sort of taken their action that they've gone this far, they really are in a position where they have to make good on the promises, if you like. Otherwise, that will severely undermine their credibility.
The Free Syrian Army's been the main driving force behind the growing opposition movement. Most are defectors from the army, launching their latest attack on a security base. Russia and China are still appealing for dialogue as the way to end what they call two-way violence. They're desperate to avoid another Libya-style intervention. But that chance may be fading, with the wheels already in motion for a coordinated attack. It's verbal for now, but when it came to Libya, it wasn't long before the words were backed up by weapons and bombs. Ivor Bennett, RT.